Hi everyone. Sorry about the lighting in here. It's kind of it's a work in progress. Sorry I haven't made a video in a little while. I haven't been feeling very well and I was trying to figure it out. But it dawned on me today that my, let me see if I can say this right, rheumatoid rheumatoidologist appointment is coming up on Monday, and that's due to the blood work that my primary care doctor ran and found that my ANA was elevated, and she felt that that was something that needed to be addressed by a rheumatoidologist to see what else is going on in this wonderful body of mine. So I'm having some type of weird flare that involves my stomach being a complete mess. I really haven't left the house in the last 2 days, if you know what I mean. And my stomach's always kind of iffy. It's one of the symptoms that I've had over the last couple of years, but it is worse the last couple of days. And I'm having some weird back pains, or not weird, but increased back pains, and some weird abdominal pain that I normally only get when it's about time for my period, which it's not. But my body likes to do this funny thing where if I get sick or stressed too bad, which I didn't think I was stressing this appointment that much, but possibly my body knows more than I do. It can change all kinds of things on me, including my cycle. I don't know who else that might happen to. We made it through the holidays, yay. And trying to get over whatever this is so I can get my holiday stuff put away. Hopefully, I won't be putting it away just in time to take it back out again. No, it should be better than that. But going over, everything and trying to create a little intro, I was going through some photos and stuff and looking over the last 7 years of, just dealing with chronically illness or chronic illness, because I've had so many different labels. I do have so many different labels of diagnosis. I figure I just might as well just categorize it under chronic illness. Despite all that, I've had a lot of life, and going through those pictures, I'm reminded that I might have a lot come at me. And some days it may feel like it's just too much for one person to bear. And how can somebody, who's feeling as sick as I am feeling most days, also have to deal with all this other drama of, life in general and the everyday ups and downs of that, on top of being so sick and so much pain. But I think I'm kind of getting close to a crossroad of hopeful answers. It's weird to wish for some type of diagnosis, whether that be sick or not sick or, whatever. I'm down with it, I don't care at this point. I just want to know what's going on with me. Why is it, ever changing? Why does it not fit into the mold of what, other people have said it is? Why does it seem to be progressing? I guess would be the right word, or getting worse. I don't know. My words are a little jumbled over the last couple days today. That's another reason why I've had issues getting a video out. I haven't wanted to sound like a da 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 da. Even though I said I was going to show a true face to this condition and what life living inside of a broken body is. And I am doing the best that I can to do that with giving myself a little dignity as well. You know, I don't want everybody to see me at my absolute worst. I mean, I am letting y'all see me at pretty bad right now. In the bed, kicked back at the moment, trying to rest and just get through the day, you know. I get up, do a little bit, and then I have to sit back down and rest for a while. I get up, do a little bit, then I have to sit back down. Yesterday, it was even less. Yesterday was basic. I did not hardly get off the couch, except for to make myself eat and drink. Yeah. And I would wait until I was starving to eat because I was so sick to my stomach. I didn't want to bring everything back up every single time I ate. So I just would wait until I was hungry. And then hopefully most of it would stay down, which most of it did. A few times not successful, but trial and error is the important thing. Fact of the matter is, most of us living with a chronic disease, chronic illness, this is what we look like. Hair in a bun, in a bed, on a couch, comfy clothes. I've got some bizarre itchy thing going on with this flare. I don't have any rashes of any sort, but I itch all over. I've already taken 2 showers with 2 different soaps to see if it was soap that I used, but I haven't changed my soap, so I was thinking maybe they put an extra ingredient in it than this batch or something. I don't know, something strange, but that has not helped. I'm still itching. So this is new. I'm not understanding it. But the only thing I can gather is this is some type of anxiety-induced flare or bizarre, really long anxiety attack, which would be very weird because I've never had an anxiety attack that is remotely like this. I've had anxiety affect my stomach before, but mostly just get nauseous, throw up, move on, you know. This is lasting a couple days now, where I'm sick to my stomach as well as other things, and I'll spare you guys the graphic details on that. And just overall extra tired, extra hurting, and this itching is driving me insane. So I'm wearing super comfy clothes, nothing with straps, so no bras, no underwear, none of that kind of stuff that would add to itching, which means staying home because I have not quite reached the level of I don't care that I am willing to go out in public like that. Plus, I don't need anything that bad. I don't know. I do this kind of as a video diary of sorts. I chose to put it out on YouTube in case there's anybody else out there dealing with what I'm dealing with and you're in this phase of it. I see videos of living with this disease, living with that disease. Well, you know, what happens when you're not sure what disease you're living with? When you're just sick and you're bounced around from doctor to doctor for diagnosis after diagnosis, and you're still not 100% sure what you're dealing with. Well, that's when you're lumped into my category, chronically ill. So, you know, maybe there's others out there like me who are lumped into my category, chronically ill. And that doesn't make us any less sick. It doesn't make what we're going through suck any less. It doesn't make, our lives any less important or valuable, or our story any less valuable than anyone else's. So maybe if I put my story about being chronically ill out on YouTube, some other people who are dealing with the unknown and the upcoming appointments and, stuff, will see, hey, I'm not the only one going through this. And hey, that happened to me too. Or, well, when I had to deal with it, this is what happened to me. I welcome you to share your comments below. Let me know what the experience of going to a rheumatologist for the first time is like. I don't know. I've never gone. Let me know what it's like to go for your first visit for elevated ANA. If anyone's ever had to deal with that, I never have. It's the first time I've ever even heard of such a thing. Until it's been 10. Wow. Until about 10 years ago, I was relatively healthy from, your normal stuff. And then as a child, I had some issues. But my epilepsy as a child had gone into remission at 15. And, I had done fairly well. So I thought. I did not realize that in my 20s I was having breakthrough seizures because I did not know about the different types of seizures. I did not know about a lot of things because, I was 20 and I knew what I was doing and, nobody was going to tell me nothing. Anyway, over the last 10 years, I've had a lot of hurdles to jump through since the first return of seizures and then, the first onsets of pain and illness and illness and illness and pain and pain. And why is your body doing this? I wasn't that old. I understand 30. Ooh, 30. 30 is not that old, people. Come on. We know your average 30-year-old is just starting life, You've just got your 20s out of the way. You're just starting to settle down. You're just starting a life, But I was starting to fall apart and have continued to. I have now turned 40 and am hoping that 40 is going to be the chapter of answers. And if not healing, at least treatment that allows me to have a better life, a somewhat functional life, a somewhat enjoyable life, more than what I've been able to have. Don't get me wrong. Over the last 10 years, I have lived a life. I have had a lot of joys and wonderful experiences. But there's so many things that I've missed out on and could have done if it wasn't for the fact that I was sick or in pain. And I'm tired of that. I'm tired of being sick and in pain being my reason why I don't do things, don't spend time with my family. That's just not acceptable to me, especially if I don't even have a true diagnosis of anything terminal or anything, that you can 100% surely say that's all that I got going on. It's just that, this is what it is. Aha moment. Until they can do that for me, I'm going to continue to ask the questions. I'm going to continue to do research, and I'm going to continue to reach out to anyone to try to find the answers to why I'm sick, why I'm not getting better, and why I'm getting worse, and what the hell. And along the way, if that means that I make some friends through this journey, awesome. And if you choose to stay silent, that's fine too. Just give me a like, let me know you're out there. At least then I know, I'm not completely insane. And there are some other people out here dealing with this. I think I'm going to title this video The Unknown of Chronic Illness, because that's where I'm feeling right now, is I'm in that area. I'm in the unknown. And maybe that's what's causing this flare up, is the unknown. And maybe that's why it's so different and everything. Yeah. Well, everyone, love you much. Hope for pain-free or painless or less pain days. Mildly nauseatedly days ahead of all of us. And see you soon. Bye.